action.
All right, you ready to rock and roll?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's get it started. Now that the rain's here and everything, gonna cool off a little bit real fast, right? All right.
Yep.
Welcome to the AlphaXperience presented by us. With special thanks this week to Teddy Roosevelt and the National Park Service for this really lovely view that we have.
And thanks to Mem Mom for setting us up in these wonderful surroundings.
Always thoughtful thinking, Mem Mom. And also making me look bad, bruv.
I do what I can. He's Papahuate, I'm the boy, and this is the special Bryce Canyon edition of AlphaXperience.
All right. Nice. How you enjoying the rocks?
It's a hard rock life. I'll never take it for granted.
Dude, are those dad rock jokes, man? You gotta go digging for some new ones, bro. All right. Let's get back to it.
Well, first of all, it's a little cooler today, maybe 90 out there somewhere in Utah, but it's really rainy and stormy here, so it feels more like 60 degrees.
Yep. Summer has officially started. It's about 90 degrees out there on the highway, but it's raining pretty good out here right now, and so
we're gonna get rained out.
It's nice to be avoiding the heat, I think.
Yes.
All right.
Uh-oh.
How do you think? You think it's still hot, or you feel pretty good?
I think it's really chilly right now because I'm being blasted with rain.
All right. We'll see if we can work through it, all right?
Yeah. But if you like the show, check us out on YouTube and maybe somewhere else soon. But you already have to be checking us out on YouTube, right?
I guess that's true. We'll have to update some of that you talk about, right?
Yeah.
All right. We'll see anyway, right?
Yeah. Papahuate, tell us what's coming up.
It's our best episode yet.
You always say that.
Yeah, I know. We're getting better every time, though.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to talk about Jedi Theater Camp and how close the week was to your expectations. We'll talk about the road trip that we're on right now, the places we've been to, the things we've done and seen. We'll talk a little bit about the 4th grade assessment that you took last month. The results are in, by the way.
Ooh!
And we'll take questions from our fan base. How many subscribers do we have now?
3.
So we're holding our own?
Yeah.
All right, well, at least we're not falling off, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe we should advertise the price for new subscribers.
Oh, we'll think about it, dude. All right. But first, it's the fact of the week.
Facts. They may not sound real, but they are. Or at least we think that they are. And you know how smart we are. Again with the R's.
I know the R's are really hard for you, aren't they? We'll work on that. And then, yeah. I mean, I think people are feeling it out and they're realizing just how smart we are. But that's all right.
Yeah, I think I might already know the fact of the week.
Yeah? All right, here we go. All right. The fact of the week, select randomly by Mem Mom and you. Did you know that coconuts kill more people every year than sharks?
Look at that. 2 times in a row I know the fact of the week.
Outstanding. Good for you. But did you know that worldwide there are about 10 human deaths every year from sharks?
And 120 by coconuts, I think, right?
It's about 150.
I always thought it was 120, but I'll still
Maybe it's going up. Maybe more people are going to the beach.
Oh, yeah. I mean, people are... Yeah. I mean, the last time I checked it was 120.
Okay. Well, statistics. Depends on who's tracking everything, right? More people each year are killed by elephants, crocodiles, and bees than by sharks. What do you think the most deadly creature is to humans?
That's false.
Okay, a creature though.
The most deadly creature. Mosquitoes?
Mosquitoes, ding, ding, ding. Mosquitoes are by far the deadliest creature to humans. Nearly 1 million people every year. Compared to 100,000 by snakes, 30,000 by dogs, mainly by transmitting rabies to people, and 500 by hippos and 250 by lions, but still only 10 by sharks.
Wow.
So what does that tell us?
Sharks are not deadly animals.
Tells us to get some bug spray, right? And then also maybe rub some vinegar on our shoes because snakes smell so well, right? They got a good sense of smell, so keep them away from us, right?
But also, dolphins are also kind of mean. Some people think that dolphins are really like cool and sweet animals, but they are really like they will be mean sometimes. They will fish just for fun and not eat it.
What does that have to do with sharks or coconuts?
Some people just think that dolphins are nice.
Oh, okay.
But they actually aren't really. Also, they're too smart for humans.
Yeah?
Yeah, a dolphin once at an aquarium would get the same amount of fish no matter what size the trash in the pool is. So she hid like a few bags under a rock and would tear just a teensy bit off and gave it to the like people who take care of the like pool. She would, whenever she would see them, she would go under, pull a very small piece back up to get the fish.
Really?
Yeah. And
That's
then
pretty cool, huh?
she would
It's cool
use
you know that.
Yeah, and then she would use the fish to catch seagulls. She would put the fish up and like, have it go around so she could catch seagulls too.
Dolphins eat seagulls?
Yeah.
Really?
It was a genius dolphin. Then she used the fish that she got instead of just eating it before, like just eating it and nothing else. She used it as a bait to have seagulls come in, so she could also eat the seagulls too.
All right. Well, there you go for the fact of the week, plus a lot of bonus material about dolphins.
Yeah.
All right. Should we move on?
Yes.
All right. So this week you went to Jedi Theater Camp. Tell us, what were some of your expectations for the camp last week that you talked about? What did you think was going to happen at Jedi Theater Camp?
Do a Yoda voice.
You thought you were going to do a Yoda voice?
Yeah.
Did you do a Yoda voice?
No.
No. Well, strike one.
Wield a lightsaber.
Did you wield a lightsaber?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so we're 1-1.
Yeah, so it's like...
The lightsaber, what did you yield? Was it green? Was it
What
red?
you said yield.
Did I say yield?
Yes.
What did you yield? Well, maybe you were taking a moment, right? And you were red. So did you have a red lightsaber?
Yes.
Well, it's appropriate that I said yield, right? What did you wield?
A green lightsaber, a red lightsaber, and a dark saber.
Really? So you got to do 3 things.
Yeah.
What did you do with your lightsabers and the dark sabers? Did you strike down any Jedis, any Sith?
I strike down a whole ton of Jedi.
You did? So
And
you're a Sith?
also some of my Sith.
So
friends.
you went after Jedis and Sith?
Me and my friends, we just like hit each other with pool noodles. Me and my Sith friends, we had like some pool noodle lightsabers and we just hit each other with it.
Yeah.
That was it.
But then you also got to wield a dark saber. So were there Mandalorians there?
No, there were no Mandalorian people. There were no people who were like Mandalorian, but there were some people who supposedly grew up with the Mandalorians, but are not Mandalorians, just Jedi.
Okay. What else you got? What other expectations did you have? What was your third one?
Make some friends.
Did you make some friends?
Yeah.
Yeah? One?
A few, like
A few?
Graham, Arrow, West.
Okay, well that's good, man. So
Yeah.
you made a few friends.
Yeah.
So that met your expectation? You had a good
Yep.
time?
Yep.
Were they Sith or were they Jedi?
Sis.
Sith.
All but one who was a rogue.
A rogue. All right. What's your number 4? What was your 4th expectation?
Show people my Star Wars stuff.
Did you show people Star Wars things?
Yes.
Like what kinds of things did you show people?
My lightsaber.
Yeah, you got a green lightsaber at home, that's right.
My Boba Fett costume.
Yeah?
Wow, it's actually raining with no clouds, I don't think, really.
What else you got? What's your next one on the list?
Say some famous lines.
What was that?
Say some famous lines.
Did you say any famous lines while you were
No.
there? No. Okay, so we've got 3 hits and 2 misses. What else you got?
Put on a Mandalorian costume.
How about that? Did you put on a Mandalorian costume?
Nope.
Nope. So you went 3 and 3 for the week?
Yep. I think there's some people in the background who are talking too.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we found a secluded area, but then we've kind of been invaded by a few people here, so that's okay. We'll just keep on moving on with our podcast, right?
Yep.
You got to just plow through, persevere, right?
Yep.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the road trip we're on then. Are you got anything else you want to talk about in terms of
Dad
Jedi?
knowledge.
Anything else about Jedi Theater Camp?
No.
No? You all good? All right. We are currently on a road trip. We're in Bryce Canyon, Utah right now. It's been pretty hot, right?
Mm-hmm.
But right now it's not so hot, right? It's getting a little bit colder as it rains on us. There's another group of people coming, but we'll just ignore and persevere. What are some of the best things you've seen or done?
In Arizona, there is the Sunset Volcano. What's the name? Sunset Cradle?
Sunset Crater up in Flagstaff?
Yeah. And one of the funny things is that it was like we have already gotten to Washington.
Oh, it felt like that, right? Because it was raining there too.
And it was cedar and nice and cold.
Yep, there were a lot of ponderosa pine trees.
Yeah.
And it rained, so it cooled off from over 100 degrees to
like 60.
Like 60 pretty quickly, right? Well, we were also, I think, what elevation were we at there?
8,000.
8,000 feet. What are we at here?
8,000.
About 8,000 here too, right? So, I mean, maybe the elevation has part to do with it, but then certainly the cloud cover and what was that?
The rain.
The rain, the cloud cover. Yep. So what did you do at Sunset Crater?
We went on this thing, and there was a whole ton of like volcanic rocks all over the place.
Yeah, we went on a walk through where the lava once flowed, right? Mm-hmm. Yep, that was pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, we also, while we were in Arizona, visited the Montezuma Castle, right?
Yeah.
What did you think about the Montezuma Castle?
The trail wasn't very big. It was just like one big old loop, but I thought it was pretty cool because it's like old, like structures, and there was also some kind of thing from the 50s that showed what the inside of Montezuma might have looked like.
Right. Yeah, because they think that it was like about 1,000 years ago or 1,100 years ago, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
And they had built that structure against the side of that kind of cliff, right, with clay and rock and everything, but a lot of it was missing now, right?
Yeah,
but they think it was, how many floors was it?
5, but also I think it was not like 1,000 or something like that. I think it was built more like maybe 900, 800 years ago or something like that.
Okay.
I looked at a timeline, and for some reason it showed like maybe it was a couple hundred years old, but if it was 1,000, then it must have been around for like 300 years.
Okay.
Because people left.
Sure, people lived in it. It wasn't just like it was built and fell apart immediately. People lived there.
Yeah, people lived there.
Gotcha.
And they left around like, I guess like the 1200s or something like that.
Oh, okay.
They left, and they just like left the building there.
Okay,
For no reason.
gotcha.
No one knows why.
Elvis and the natives left the building.
Elvis?
That's an old joke. Elvis has left the building. All right, cool. And then we found our way into Utah.
Yeah.
What have we been doing in Utah?
Well, we're in Bryce Canyon.
Yep. So we've gone around and seen some of the lookouts. What do you think about the spires?
I think that they are pretty cool. What are they called?
Spires?
No, they're like...
Oh, maybe we got to shout out to Mem.
Hoodoos.
Hoodoos. Jinx, you owe me Coke. Hoodoos. There, you like the hoodoos?
That's a funny name.
You think they're voodoo hoodoos? So that's what the spires are called, the hoodoo?
Yeah, I think that's what they're called.
Okay, so you like the hoodoos?
Yeah.
You think they're pretty cool? We've seen a few, right?
Yeah, they like... The wall is like weaker parts of the canyon, and they crumble down, and then what's left is a hoodoo.
A hoodoo. Or sometimes what we've also seen is what? What do we see down the road over there?
The arch, right?
Yeah, you call it the arch. They call it the natural bridge, but yeah, you're right. It doesn't bridge to anything. You'd have to go across the bridge and then scale downward, or scale up and then across the bridge. So
or you would have to just jump off and hope that you don't break your legs.
Right, that's pretty far fall though, I think. Right?
It's like...
So the natural bridge, which we now think is the natural arch.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. We also went to some of the other lookouts. We saw, was it Sunset?
Yeah.
And we saw Bryce, and we saw Inspiration, right? Those are pretty awesome. Oh, then we saw what? We saw a few yahoos, right? There's signs everywhere that you should stay behind the fence. But we still saw yahoos that climb over the fence or sit on the fence. And if they were to slip, you're going to fall a couple hundred feet. It's not really going to make your day very good.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you gain by moving like 1 foot closer? You know, I don't know. Seems kind of ridiculous.
I know.
Yeah. What are you going to do though? All right. Hey, ooh, look, man. The sun's coming out. It's going to get warmer for us.
Yay.
All right. Should we wrap that up and move on to the next part?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. It is time for the joke of last week.
No. My results are in and I want to hear it.
Oh, that's right. So yes, so last month you took 4 assessments for the 4th grade. You took 2 math and 2 English, and your results are in, and I saw them this week. How do you think you did?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Do you think having to repeat the 4th grade is pretty good?
No.
Oh.
I usually do a good job on these types of things.
Yeah, but what happens if you have to repeat the 4th grade?
Are you joking with me?
I am joking with you. How do you think you did?
Really good.
You think clearly you made it on all 4 assessments past 4th grade, so you get to move on to 5th grade. Do you want to know how you did?
Yeah.
They gave you 2 scores, 1 for math, 1 for English. It says that you are midway through the 8th grade year in math and midway through the 7th grade year for English. So that's pretty great. Good for you. I don't know if that says wonderful things about you or if that's a comment on how bad public education is these days in America. I don't know, but I'm still proud of you because I know that you work really hard and you do a really good job and you're dedicated, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. You still cannot play more than an hour worth of Minecraft a day. Okay?
But look at your sword.
I know I wore this for you. All right, cool. Pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's move on this time for real to the fact of last week.
This joke of last week.
That's right. Let's move on to the joke of last week. So last week, the joke of the week was, why are peppers the best at archery? What did the comment section say? Nobody commented. So the punchline is...
Wait, let's both say it on 3, 2, 1.
Because they habanero. There we go. And that was the joke of last week.
Maybe Mem Mom should have commented.
Which is fitting, because now we can talk about the joke of this week. Also known as the joke of the week. The joke of the week. Since we are looking at rocks and we're in a place that's kind of rock oriented, what do you do with a dead geologist? What do you do with a dead geologist? That's the joke of the week. Let us know in the comment section what you think the punchline should be, and we'll let you know next week what we think it is. All right, that's great. So now we've got time. Well, we've got time to take questions from our subscribers. Do we have a question from our subscriber?
Yes, we do. To each of you, the question is, why drive and not fly?
Why drive and not fly?
It's the scenic path.
It's the scenic route, right? We fly back and forth. Well, we fly all over the country because we travel a lot and we like to do that. But we thought it'd be kind of fun for us to drive up, and we haven't driven up through Utah in a long, long time. So we wanted to come here to Bryce Canyon, and we're going to go to a few other locations along the way, see some new things, right? I mean, we can fly from Arizona to Washington in about 3 hours, and we can see things from the 30,000 foot level, but it's kind of nice to go around and experience some new things, have a little vacation. Also, it's 115 degrees in Phoenix, so we might as well stretch out our vacation a little bit too, right? And stay out of that heat. What about you?
Yeah. Yeah. I also, at first, I was kind of like, I didn't want to go on this road trip because I thought that it was going to be all desert, but there's a whole ton of trees here.
True, because the last time you were in Bryce Canyon, you were, geez, how old were you? You were 2 years old.
I can't remember a thing.
No, not a thing. I think you remember this now, right?
Yeah, I didn't even know that Bryce Canyon existed.
Yep. Well, there you go. Now you do. What do you think?
Yeah.
Cool?
Cool.
Cool. All right. All right. Thanks to our subscribers for the question. Time to wrap it up, I guess, right?
Yeah.
All right. We've been and we are the AlphaXperience. Thanks for joining us this week. I think we did a pretty good job this week. What do you think? We had 3 carloads of people show up, right?
Yeah.
They saw what we were doing. They still came right on over and started talking. We're in the middle of nowhere. We're on the opposite side of the canyon, right?
Yeah.
And we still got people coming in over here because our car is parked right there.
They're fans.
Yeah.
They're our fans, you think? You think they subscribe?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
All right, bruv. Take us out. Boom. Take us out, man, Mom.